Children should be children. Let them play in the park and play in the mud and do what children do. But don't indoctrinate them into turning into a... And then they will regret years later. When Boosie said the Dwayne Wade, yeah. When Dwayne Wade, you see people blast Boosie, but Boosie was actually speaking the truth. And this is the thing, right? Gabrielle Union came in. I don't know if you know that story with Boosie and Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union Wade with, you know, their daughter Zaya Wade. And if you know that story. But I do believe that children should be children and children should not transition at young age. They should not. Because look at me. Sometimes when I take too much hormones, I behave crazy. But I can handle my crazy. That's a child. She don't know what it means. You get me right? So, children should be children. Yes, I am from Toronto, Apple. Well, yeah, I live in Toronto, but I'm from Barbados. I'm sorry. I am from Barbados. I was born in Barbados, but I migrated here as a refugee because I flee from Barbados because they would have killed me in Barbados. But I flee here as a refugee in 2017. You see, I'm real, I'm honest, I'm authentic, I'm very transparent. Ain't got shit to hide. That's why I show my face. A lot of people can't show their face behind those fake profiles. Yes. You see, like this is what society missing. Society is missing authenticity, realness. Society is missing realness. People with the cut and dry and the fluff and the filters and this and that and the third. You get me? People need real. People want to feel safe. People don't feel safe anymore. I'll tell you guys this. When I go and walk my dog and everything, I see so many people in their phone just walking. When I see people in their phone walking the streets, I bump into them for purposely, because I said you shouldn't be walking with your head in the phone. Walk with your eyes straight up front. I do that for purpose. To show them, get back up here, not down here. You get me right? That is taking over people. That is taking people over. And it's scary. I will leave my mark so everyone know I was here. But look here, what I was saying with Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade leave his wife, which is Zaya Wade's mother, to go with Gabrielle Union Wade. And that woman, that child's mother, don't have a say-so in his life anymore. I mean, her life anymore. That's not right. If you want to transition a child, let that child be 20 of age. Not even 18 or 25. Or, what's the alcohol limit? I mean, you can start drinking alcohol in Toronto, whatever, I don't know. Or whatever, I don't know. If 19 here? Okay, I didn't even know that. But someone said this. If a child can't start to drink alcohol at the age of 20, they should be able to make those types of decisions at that age. But I guess it was all a plan, because someone said this too on YouTube. You know how people, the conspiracy people, which actually sometimes I do believe them, but if you realize when Zaya Wade transitioned, that was around the time Kobe Bryant died. And Kobe Bryant, so Dwayne Wade got the Kobe Bryant deal. They wanted Kobe Bryant's daughter to transition. He said no. I don't have Twitter because I don't have Twitter, baby. Twitter is very red pillish. Twitter is very red pillish. Twitter is not Twitter anymore because of Elon Musk. Because before this, I went on live with a guy that sits down and hide and have these debate channels and sit down and hide behind the screens. And I was like, no. I had to put him in his place. I said, no. He was talking about having AI generated filters on dating apps. He was talking about having AI filters to detect if trans women are there to see if that's a woman or man. I was like, no. Like, it really got me pissed off a bit. Like, oh, for real? Thank you. I'm sorry. But if you want, Haban, if you want to go on live on YouTube, we can have discussions. We can, because I really love your, you know, I love your speed. You understand? Yeah, my dog keep biting my charger so much. RP Juice World. Yeah. But like, you can't give up on people. I can't give up on my people still. You think Martin Luther King would have give up on people? I can't give up on my people though. I really do love my people. Like, I really do love my people, so I can't give up on them. I love black people. But I've been hurt from black people the most. People, I love my black brothers and sisters. A number have been done on us. So we don't even know who and what to fight for, but we fight each other. I really do love my black brothers and sisters. I really do that. You have to be educated enough to know that they're not hurting you. They're just hurt. So they lash out at everyone. That's when they decide to speak my truth. Continue to be me. But I'm like, I want the man. I'm celibate. I haven't had sex in a long time. That's my, yeah, I want, no. People. Yes. So they hurt everyone that's trying to help them. You guys want to ask me? We're talking about transgender women, if they should expose themselves to the first person they see, tell them that they're trans. You know, you talking about politics, talking about everything under the sun. And I'm a trans woman too. No shame. I'm truthful. When I meet a man, I tell him, yeah, I'm a trans. I got a vagina, but because I actually do feel that they have a right to choose. Well, like, should I fuck this body or should I not? Thank you. They have a choice to choose if they want to be with a trans woman. I think trans women should tell them. But at the same time, if I'm just having a conversation with a man, he doesn't need to know that I'm trans. The only time he needs to know is when they want to take it to the bedroom then. If you're going to take next steps, that's when he needs to know. But besides that, he don't need to know. Because knowledge is power. And I feel like trans people have the most knowledge in this world. So if you're trying to like stop yourself from attaining that knowledge that you can possibly get from a trans woman, you're suppressing yourself from actually even learning something. Because who face the most in this world? Trans people, gay people, disenfranchised people. So we can teach a thing or two. The so-called people that got it, they don't even know God. I know God because I had to face everything that I didn't like about myself to find God. But people think, well, because you're a trans, God don't like you. You see, the thing is, people give God that title. People want to speak for God. I mean, God don't like me. Who is you to say that? You want to say, right? And that is what is wrong with society. Because I'm a trans woman, God don't like me because I'm trans. Did he told you that to tell me? People put God in a box and people think God is so small. God loves everyone. Because guess what? You're fornicating and you're committing adultery and you're fucking everybody to get income. God don't like that either. Y'all are committing adultery, sexual sins. But y'all think God love that. I think people people sit down and talk about transgenders that they really know people. If you hear these stories from trans women, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of trifling trans women out there. They are. But if you listen to some of these trans women's stories, you will realize, oh my God, I now see why you because I'm gonna share my stories with you. You guys will be like, wow. And you're still alive? Don't look like what I've been through. I don't have a mother nor father, so when you see, I was born, I consider myself as a oops baby. Oops. I don't have a father nor I don't have a mother. I don't know them. I mean, I'm now building my relationship back with my father again. But when you sit down and have a child, and this is how generational curses start. Sometimes in my brain, I just be thinking like, oh my God, why am I even here? My life turned out bad. But a lot of things happen. I would say that, but then you put me in a system. I was taken away from my family. I was raised in a children's home. And then I was molested. I was raped in a children's home. I was 10 years old. And I was raped by a 25-year-old guy. And he raped me in the children's home. So then when you see someone like me turn out to be a trans woman, you then realize, oh my God. You see, people are looking at you. See, you guys remember the crack era? When they put all the crack and the drugs in the black community, but then they want to know why every black person is on drugs. You give it to them. You get me right? You put it in their communities. Of course, you don't expect them to be affected by it. So when you say, happy birthday, Gigi, happy birthday. I love you so much. You are beautiful. Wishing you all the best. God bless you. And I hope you see many, many more beautiful years. Love you, Queen. Or King. I don't know which. I don't know. But I love you, Queen. Or King. But yes. So when you abuse a boy. Hold on a minute. When you have sex. When you have unhealthy sex. I mean, you don't know what happens when you have sex. Potentially you bring a child into this world. So, when you bring a child into this world and you don't want it, it ends up on the streets. The only thing that saved me was my intelligence. I'm very intelligent. I'm very aware. That's the only thing that saved me. And this is why no one can sit there and talk about God with me. Because if not for God, I would not be here. You understand, right? Sometimes God just has his hands on people because it's not my fault. Yes, I fall into traps. I succumb to certain dark things. But God sees things that everyone don't see. You get me, right? So like, I was in a children's home from the time I was a baby. I was born in a children's home. I was taken away from my family. And then when then the system raise a child. But before I get there, when a woman is mad at his man, or her man, I mean, the man goes, but then she become a single mother. But when you raise that child around that energy, that despised energy, yes, I hate your father. You get my point, right? Then that child pick up the characteristics of his mother. Yes, I hate my father too. I hate this and that type of energy, that bitter bitch energy. And then that child grows up to be a bitch. And the system take that same child and raise that child and rape that child mentally, physically, spiritually. This is what you get. The difference between me and a lot of people is that they stay in the abuse. I didn't stay in my abuse. I decided to rise up and I realized, you know what? This is not my fault that I've been abused. It's not my fault. I used to wear my trauma like a coat. An expensive trench coat. I used to wear my trauma like that. Why? Until I have a conversation with my father and he told me a lot of things that this year. Yes, thank you. I had to realize that it was not my fault. So when people get on TikTok and behind these screens talking shit that they don't know, I just gotta jump in and see. I just gotta jump in and throw in my trans hands because it ain't right. Don't talk about things you have no clue about. Get to know people first. I was telling the same guy that was on the panel, I said, get to know people first. You haven't experienced it, because you haven't experienced a lot of things. You sit down from a place of not knowing stuff. I know these people haven't felt through pain. I was homeless as a child, going to school, but yeah, I went to school and I finished my degrees and diplomas homeless, living in a man house, a 50-year-old man house, and I was only 17.